Good morning, everyone. How are we all doing today? Welcome to Shift Now for December 29th to January 1st, 2023. 2023, can you imagine? If you are just joining in, I'm going to invite you to say hello. Welcome to Shift Now. It is an energetic numerology forecast, channeled messages, and card pulls. And so I'm inviting you all in to play with me. I welcome you all. Please allow yourself to take whatever resonates for you and allow yourself to be open to play with what is true for me. And am I willing to shift in my own perspective? Am I willing to shift in my own energy? Because that is all available for you today. And so, welcome. I'm excited. I'm excited for this forecast, and I'm not sure why. I'm feeling like there's a lot of energy that's moving through. There's a lot of letting go. It feels like today's energy is that of clean slate. Imagine you can have a clean slate today. And what would that be like? What would that feel like? How would you experience a clean slate, a complete breaking free of whatever is holding you back from love, whatever is holding you back from your own value and how you see it, right? And so as you are joining in, please say hello, welcome. I'm just going to move through December, right? December is this 9 energy month. And so we've been in this experience of letting go. I'm curious about how you have been experiencing December. Have you been letting go of relationships, letting go of ideas, beliefs, perceptions? Have you been letting go of aspects of your business? Have you been discovering things that you've been holding on to, maybe the burdens of others that just want to be shed from you, the responsibilities, the meaning that we give to others, the meaning that we give to our relationships, the meaning that we give to things that may not necessarily be appropriate, right? How are you perceiving your life? How are you perceiving you? This is really truly what has been the core of this, the core of our own perceptions, which are now inspiring us to let go of things in the material world. And so we're coming into this energy of two of hearts. Two of hearts is this energy of coming together, right? Of coming into how we are experiencing ourselves through the lens of how we see another person. It's this direct reflection, this direct mirroring, right? And in this ability to attain a clean slate, there is this letting go of how we are perceiving ourselves in love, in our own value, right? And so as we move forward in this, I want to play with something that's just a little bit experiential, because we want to play with our mind. And our mind is not in our head. Our mind is the consciousness that is around us. Without our mind, we cannot be physical. We cannot be in a physical body, right? It just doesn't exist together. And so our consciousness allows for us to direct where we are going in our life, how we are experiencing our life, where we want to move our thoughts, right? Our thoughts are not us either, right? Our thoughts are all around us, and they are available for us to pick and choose and to grab onto it. And our emotions too are not us. Our emotions are waves of energy that are flowing through us, that are directing us into how we are feeling about a thought and how we are connecting to. Good morning, Lori. Welcome. And so I want to play with this a little bit experientially, so that we can all see how we can shift our own perspective, shift our own perception of ourselves, our body, our mind, right? And so I'm going to invite you, if you're just landing in on the call, and if it is safe for you to do so, because this is experiential, we're playing with our hands, right? And you may have seen me do this in a video. I usually do this maybe once a year, once every couple of years. And so we're going to play with our hands. And if it's safe for you to do so, I'm going to invite you to free your hands. Good morning, everyone. Right? Very emotional. It's such an emotional day, guys. I've been, crying, but not crying sad, just crying. I don't know, just emotions are sweeping up. They happen to be detoxing through my eyes. The fastest way to detox the body is through the tears. So if you're landing in on the call, we're playing with our hands. Put down your electronics. If you're driving, please come back to the video. And I want you to take a look at your hands and place them in front of you. right? And as you're looking at your hands, you'll notice that at the bottom of your hands, there are these lines, right? And our hands are not the same, they're not identical. And so as you see the lines, I'm going to invite you to take the lines and to line them up, right? So I'm lining them up so that they are together. It is one line. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to twist. And so as you're lining them up, we're going to close them up so that the lines go on top of one another. And you're going to stretch out your hands so that you can see that one hand is actually larger than the other. And for me, it's my left hand. My left hand is larger than the other, right? And so you're going to take the hand that's smaller and we're going to tell it what to do. And so I'm going to take my right hand because my right hand is smaller than my left. And what we're going to do is we're going to tell the smaller hand to get bigger. And we're going to do that by telling it to get bigger 10 times. So if you're just joining us, we're looking at the lines on our hands and we are matching them up to bring them together so that we can discover which hand is smaller. For me, my right hand is smaller. And we're going to take that hand, whether it's right or left for you, and we're going to tell it to get bigger. So do this with me, okay? So we're going to look at our hand and we're going to say, get bigger, and we're going to say it 10 times. Get bigger, get bigger, get bigger, get bigger, get bigger. And you might notice your hands tingling, right? Get bigger, get bigger, get bigger, get bigger, get bigger. And now we're going to take our hand again and we're going to line it up. And we're going to line up the lines so that they are together. And we're going to take a look at our hands. Now, earlier on, you could see that my left hand was bigger than my right. Now you can see that they are pretty much the same. If not, my right hand is now bigger than the left. We told our body what to do. Yes? So now we're going to tell it to go back to normal. And so we're going to take that same hand and let me know if this is working for you. We're going to take that same hand. This is very magical. And we're going to tell it to get smaller. We're going to tell it what to do. And we're going to do that by saying it 10 times again. So get smaller, get smaller, get smaller, get smaller, get smaller. You might feel it tingling. Get smaller, get smaller, get smaller, get smaller, get smaller. Yeah. And again, we're going to take that and we're going to line up the lines, put our hands together, and it's gone back to normal. Yeah. Now, imagine the power of your mind. Imagine the talk that's going on, the inner talk. I want to say the inner crap that's going on in your mind when you go in front of the mirror, when you see others, when you are unconsciously triggered by another person who's just coming into your life. Yes? Well, this is today's energy. Imagine that today you have this opportunity to have a clean slate. But this clean slate is from how you are, is by becoming aware and conscious of how you are giving meaning to others. Today is your opportunity to let others off the hook. When you see someone as a problem in your life, when you see someone as bad or wrong, or you've given them meaning that is not kind, that is not pleasant, that is actually painful for you, you are now seeing them through the lens of they will always be bad, they will always be a problem, they will always be not trustworthy, they will always be this, whatever story, whatever meaning you've given it, yes? But imagine if we could just take them off the hook. If we could just take them off the hook and we could see them as source, as we can see them as love, as we can see them as a valuable person, because everyone here is valuable. Yes, just like you. Just like you are love, just like you are source, just like you are divine, just like you are value, that means everyone is too. And so if we were able to let them off the hook so that we can see them as the source of all, then we can clear the filter and the lens to how we are interpreting and giving them meaning. Yeah? It's like I spent years and years and years seeing my abuser as my abuser. I just saw him as my abuser. He was my abuser. He was this, he was that, he was bad, he was mean, he was unkind, he was all of those things. And as he was going through his journey of his life, I failed to see that he became a born again Christian, that he was trying to do the work, that he was trying to get better, that he let go of drinking, that he did all of the things. And all my perceptions maintained this idea that he was my abuser, rather than starting to see him clearly as a person that is going through a shift himself. And I wasn't able to let him off the hook until I came into forgiveness for myself and forgiveness for him, and come into this space of gratitude. Good morning, Samantha. Yeah. And so we played with this experience today with our hands. And so I'm going to invite you to come back to the beginning of the video to play with it, because we're discovering how we can easily focus our mind to see something that can actually shift our body, right? And so imagine now that if you were to let them off the hook, you're also letting yourself off the hook. Today, you have an opportunity to discover how you are talking about yourself by how you are seeing others, and the willingness to let yourself off the hook. We are moving from this place of, the theme this entire week has been, are you chasing your self-esteem? Are you chasing your value? Are you chasing your validation? And you came to the awareness. Or are you being in this place of, I am going to respect myself? And part of respecting myself is letting others off the hook so that they can change too. Because the moment I let them off the hook, I change how I perceive them. I open myself up for more. And when I open myself up for more, it doesn't mean that I've forgotten what has happened in the past. What has happened in the past, yes, absolutely happened. It doesn't change that. But it now offers me an opportunity to discern. Now I get to play with my intuition. Now I can hear my intuition. Now I know my intuition to be the truth. And I'm willing to discern whether or not I actually want to be with this person in life. Do I actually want to walk with this person? Do I actually want to play with this person? Do I want to have sex with this person? Maybe not. But I will now be better able to discern whether that is true, because I've let go of the story. I have a blank slate. And so your key today is to notice how you are interacting with others, how you are seeing them, and the meaning that you have given them, right? It's like an ex-boyfriend. We're in Mercury retrograde, and Mercury retrograde is about, it's about taking the time to slow down. It's noticing where we are rushing in our life, where we are not present. It is an energy where we are here to be meticulous with our things, where we are paying attention to our travel, where we are paying attention to our documents, where we are dotting the I's and crossing the T's. It doesn't mean that we are not living. It means that we are slowing down so that we can allow the unconscious to rise up, so that we can see through to the truth. And so sometimes that means an ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, ex-lover, ex-husband, ex-partner, ex-business partner will come back into your life to, what some can say, test you. Have you actually discovered the wisdom in this? And are you willing to discern and continue to move forward? Or are you going to play in the same cycle of, that person hurt me and maybe I can change them, and if I can change them, then they will love me more? No. Will you just love yourself more now? Because you already do. We've moved through an entire year of shifting, of transforming, of transmuting, especially if you are here watching this. You have moved through. Whether you're working with a coach or not working with a coach, it doesn't matter. You have shifted. If you are here, I know you have. And so in that shift of perspective, in that shift of how you perceive yourself, to be more loving, to be more valuable, to be worthy, to be enough, to be more than what you can see, then you have this ability to just clear the slate and to use your muse, to use the people in your life to direct you. to show you, to play with you, so that you can come back into you to discover the truth that you are source, that you are love, that you are valued, that you are worthy, that you are enough. And let go of all the stories, let go of all the bullshit that stops you from doing the things that you actually want to do and to have the experiences that you actually want to experience. To let go of the story of, if I have money, then people will chase me and come try to take it. If I have love, then people will be angry at me. If I say no, then no one will like me. What if that wasn't true? And what if you could let go of that today? Right? Living forgiveness. Absolutely, Heather. And so that's today's blessing. The blessing is to see the blessing within each person today, to see the blessing mirrored back to you so that you can feel into and remember your own, right? Then we move into Friday. And Friday is this Saturn energy. Friday is this energy of, if you didn't do the work, well, you're definitely going to feel it today. You're definitely going to see it, because we now move into 3, Ace of Hearts. 3 is this amplification energy. Imagine it to be a wave of energy that is flowing through you. And there's this desire to be practical with your love, right? I must love another in order to be loved back. I'm going to call bull, because love is not an emotion. Love is a state of being. Love right now in this moment is flowing through each and every one of us in this moment, whether you choose to believe it or not. It is. It is a state. And as this state, as this energy, this frequency of love is flowing through you, it will direct you to do things that are inspired. But imagine, I'm laughing because of what's coming through. Imagine that with this slowing down of this Mercury retrograde, imagine that we were doing too much in order to be loved, right? Because right now or tomorrow with this energy, you will start to see the truth of who and what you love. Here we are, and we're navigating this landscape today, right? For you to see, to be aware. But tomorrow you anchor in, this is me. I am love. And in this state of love that is flowing through me, it is inspiring me to take actions. Love does not mean that I receive gifts. Love does not mean that my children do the dishes for me. Nor does love mean that someone is picking me up from the airport. Love does not mean that whatever those stories are, or even the opposite, right? My mom didn't pick me up from the airport. She must not love me. I'm going to call bullshit. I asked my kids to clean the room 3 times and they didn't. They must not love me. Baloney. Right? And so in this, we get to start to discover what the truth is, that love is a state. It is not, what is that book? I used to have the book, The 5 Love Languages. You know, that was a great book for part of the journey, but we are not there anymore. Because the 5 languages put love in a box, and love is not a box. Love is a free-flowing frequency that flows into all of the spaces. And so when you play with this idea that love is 5 languages, then you are only able to receive love in the 5 languages. You are only able to give love in 5 languages, and I call that limitation. As you start to discover love, the truth of who and what you love, and that you are love itself, that you are love and you take it everywhere that you go, then you can imagine that you are never without it. That it is impossible to be unlovable, that it is impossible to be unloved, and that all of those are just part of that blank slate that you are letting go of today. Imagine. And so as you're playing in this energy tomorrow, there's this idea that you can only have love and money. False. Because what if love was money? What if they were both the same, just different frequencies? They were part of the all. They were part of everything that is available to you. And so to have big love within yourself, It can actually preclude that you can have big money, big wealth in your experience, but we're letting go of the meaning. We're letting it off the hook. And so even today, as you're playing with this energy of love and you're seeing your own experiences with your money, the meaning that you give money, the meaning that you're giving to your bank account, the meaning that you're giving to money that's flowing in or not flowing into your business is a false premise. Love, wealth, value are all frequencies, and how we perceive it, we just played with our hands and we made one hand bigger in less than a minute. Where do you want to focus your mind? Where do you want to direct it? Because you are the focuser, you are the director, you are the liver of this life. Do you decide to live it? Do you choose to live the life that you are here to play? You're here to play in this life. And so to let go of all the confinements is your choice. Now we're going to move into Saturday. Saturday is Joker. And Joker is such an interesting energy because it is one and the all. It is this singularity, and yet it is connected to everything. I feel it to be the universe, the YO universe. You are all. You are all. You are as above, so below, as within, so without. And so in this place of limitlessness, in this place of all of these possibilities that are available to you, there is only one you. You are a integral contribution to this world. Do you know that? You are an integral contribution to the love that flows through, the wealth that flows through, any frequency that you choose. You are the YO universe. You. And so can you stand in that? Can you be in that? Can you know that you have the opportunity and the ability to have what it is that you desire, to have those experiences here now? And to play with this idea, you have this contribution. And so what is it that you are feeling pulled to do? The beauty about this Joker energy is that those that are born on this day have this ability to choose whatever they want, whatever aspects they want to live, right? They have this, it's almost like they have no personality. And so they take on the personalities of everyone else because they don't have a chart. And so they are the people here that are showing us that all is possible, that we are the maker of our worlds, that we are the creator of our worlds. And it is up to them to show us, to model that. But we too are connected to them. And so we too have that ability. We have the ability to have more. We have the ability to have the life that we want, the travel, the freedom, the play, the lovers, the whatever it is that you are wanting, but it all begins inside of you. So what's calling you? And so on Saturday, it's a beautiful day to just tap back into the beginning of the year and to see your journey, to see what you discovered about yourself, to notice what were my big learnings, what were my big ahas, what did I fall in love with? What do I truly value? What do I love doing out in the world? What do I love speaking about? What do I love sharing with the world? What lights me up? Because as you start to feel this on Saturdays, you start to review your year and you discover these things. This is what you're taking into 2023, because 2023, you leap into it. I want more. I choose to do more of this. This is what lights me up. This is what I want. This is what I want to express in the world. This is me. I express me. Because now we begin the new year, and on Monday, I don't even know, is it Sunday? On Sunday, we have 1/1/2023, 9 King of Spades. There's more letting go. But there's more letting go into this fulfillment of this is what I'm taking into this year. This is what I love. This is what I desire. I see me. I now know that I am the YO universe. I now know that I am the creator of my experience. I have come into this year with a clean slate because I know that I am loved, that I am valued, that I'm worthy, that I'm valid, that I'm enough. I know. And I don't need to heal anymore. I am done with the healing. I am amping up my creative juices. I am a creator. And so I move forward into 2023. I leap into being a creator, not into going into the past so that I can heal the stuff. No, because I trust that anything that is in my way will rise up for me to see so that I can break through it, so that I can leap over it, so that I can land into it to see that it is a story that I made up when I was 4, when I was 3, in a past life, whenever, and that I am done with it in this moment so that I can continue to move forward in the creation of my life, right? And so there's this beautiful energy where as you come into the new year, this King of Spades energy is I am the master of my world. I'm the master of my emotions, of my mind, of my focus. I work with the divine. I know that there is the divine here, God, universe, creator, goddess, whatever you want to name it, that is conspiring to work with me, that is conspiring to create with me, and I can't see it. That's the magic of it. I cannot see 99.9999999% of what is available to me. I can't see it. I can't see it. I can't feel it. I can't know it. I can tap into it, but I know that there is this unseen force that is working with me to allow, to play, to help me, to support me in having what it is that I desire to have in 2023. And so, what is that? And are you willing to leap into it? Yeah. And so, there's this beautiful, it's like this beautiful ending to the year that is happening for all of us, where we begin with today, clean slate. Imagine, and just feel into that. Imagine you could have a clean slate right now. What does that feel like in your body? Can you feel your body lighting up? Can you feel the shift in temperature that's happening in the body? Right now, I'm feeling heat in some places. I'm feeling cool in other places. Can you feel that clean slate? Now what? What are you going to create? Beautiful energy. I am excited for all of us. I'm excited for all of you. Happy New Year if I don't get to talk to you. But now I am curious. I pulled out the cards. What questions do you have as we are moving into the new year? What is inspiring you? Where are you taking the lead? Right? Hello, Shelly. I haven't talked to you in days. I know you've been with your son. Merry Christmas. Yeah. So, what's happening? What's rising up? How are you feeling? Oh, you're welcome. Yeah. It feels amazing. Can you bring this with you for the rest of the day? Can you bring this with you, this frequency, as you continue to be with your lover, be with your friends, be with those that you love, be with your business? Can you imagine? There's a blank slate here and a blank slate there and a blank slate here. There's this newness. Yeah. Stephanie, it is like ripples in a pond, expansion, and I am in the middle. Absolutely, because you matter. Everyone here matters. Everyone here is a ripple of change. It's just that simple. Mesa, I would love next step guidance for 2023, please, and thank you. Ooh, exciting. All right, Mesa. Next step guidance. As I'm feeling into it, it feels like your next steps is threefold. There are 3 steps. Next steps are threefold. Let's see. but I'm also feeling a pain here at the back of my head. Like there's something on your mind that you're just having a hard time letting go of. And so it's always pinging you. It's always triggering you because you're not, it's not that you're, well, there's this, it's like holding on for dear life. This thought, this idea. Right. Two of Hearts. So it's this willingness to take the energy of today with you. Take this energy of today in with you as you begin 2023, to imagine that it's a blank slate, to allow yourself, this is it, to let others off the hook, right? To let those that are in your life off the hook so that you can shift your perception in how you think they are and the meaning that you've given them in your life. To imagine that you could just release that, right? It's like my ex-husband. I used to spend a lot of time being angry at my ex-husband because he doesn't financially support the children. He doesn't support them really in any way. And so I would be angry. Where's my money? Give me my money. I need to support the kids. Don't you love the kids? All of these things where I was chasing the money for years and years and I wouldn't get any. And it was causing me pain. It was causing me suffering. It was causing me anger. And it was causing me to believe that he didn't value that I was a mom taking care of his children, that he didn't value his children. And yet this is his experience. It has nothing to do with me. His money has nothing to do with me. That I believed that money had to come from him because I gave meaning to my children to be the ones that are supposed to take the money or get the money. Now, I know this is how it works in the world, right? And yet at the same time, when I let go, when I let him off the hook for the money or for the support or for anything with my children, I was able to actually receive and see that there were pathways and pathways and pathways and opportunities and availabilities and opportunities and support and love and connection. All of the things that I had been wanting for my children and for myself were available in all of these other spaces. I was just focused on one way. And so when I let him off the hook, when I let go of the idea that he is the one that is supposed to, or that to be a good dad means this, when I let go of that meaning itself and just saw him as who he was, I received all of the opportunities, the availabilities, the wealth, the support, the love for myself and for my children. So not only did I let my ex-husband off the hook, I let my children off the hook too, right? And so this is what you're bringing into 2023, to imagine you could just let others off the hook. Now, it allows me to discern how I want to relate with this person as their father, as their biological father. But I get to discern, I get to decide, not from judgment, but just from the discernment of, oh, this is how I choose to be with you, right? So it's severing the connection, it's severing the enmeshment, letting go of the story so that you can just see them as who they are, without the judgment, without the concern, without the whatever, without the meaning. And so in doing that, you create flow in your life. You create the flow and the pathways. You come into a higher perception, a higher spiritual understanding of why people come into your life. They come into your life so that you can see you. They come into your life so that you can see how you're valuing yourself, how you're loving yourself, how you are witnessing and observing yourself. You allow yourself to, one, come into the truth of who you are while you let them off the hook, and you create flow not only in the mind, but in all aspects of your life, in the physical, in the emotional, in the mental. And so this flow allows for any of the stuck energy that may be in your mind, in your body, to release. So we don't have to heal there. It simply starts to happen. And it can start by coming into forgiveness, by noticing those people that are playing these parts for you and coming into forgiveness for them, for you to come back into the gratitude of the experience itself, to feel that in your body so that you can shift your perception. Yeah. And so I love that for you, Mesa. Right? It also feels like the pathways to wealth open up with that as well, with that Four of Spades. Great question. Tammy. What is the predominant energy that I will be working with in January? Ooh. I feel it as a value love fest. A value love fest. Let's see what the cards say. I don't know if this card keeps coming up for you. I feel like this came up for you the last time. Jack of Spades. So the predominant energy is you are moving through a transformation. You are being inspired to choose to let go of, to choose to actually embrace this idea of this blank slate today, to imagine you were all, to imagine you were all of it, to imagine that you were both worthy, not worthy, you were valuable, not valuable, you were wealthy, not wealthy, you were loved, you were unloved, all of it. Imagine you are all of it. You are all of it now in this moment, to be okay with it, because you're all of it. All of those are possibilities that are flowing through your body in this moment. And yet, just like the beginning of this call, and when we were playing with the hands, you are the focuser of where you want to go in this energy. That is the Jack of Spades. You are the focuser. And so are you willing to focus on what is going well, what is going right, on your value of the love that's already available, of the love that's already flowing through, of the value that's already here? Are you willing to step into that and to let that become your way of being, your way of thinking, your way of emoting, your way of living? And so it feels like you are moving through a transformation, a transmutation, which you will experience in the body. I'm already feeling like there's a heaviness in your shoulder and in your back. And there's this, like it's flowing. It's this energy of like not being a good girl, or not being good enough, or not being valuable in your workplace, or not being, and I'm just going to call bullshit. Stop that. Are you willing to perceive it in a different way? Are you willing to perceive yourself in a different way? Because it's always going to begin with you. When you feel the value that's flowing through your body, and I can feel you're tapping into it, when you're feeling the value that's flowing through your body, and as you feel that flowing through your body, it's now lighting up every single cell in your body, will you claim it? I am value. I am value. I am value. And as you're feeling that energy of value flow through you, you begin to claim that, and you feel that, and you claim that every day. And when you forget, you come back, you feel it, you value it, you feel the value of it flowing through you every day. You start to act on behalf of it. You start to become it. You start to remember it. It starts to be part of your knowing. It is part of your reticular activated system. It is part of what you see, because you simply know it. And so this is a remembering. You are remembering who you are, and you are bringing your focus into that. And so the result is the Six of Clubs, which is this opportunity to see who you are, to see it, to see how you focus your mind, to see how you can easily get triggered, but you can stop yourself, to see that you are the only one that can do this. And in discovering that you are the only one that can do this, that can choose this, that can focus on this, you will discover your power. You will discover your power in such a way that you can't help but know it. And there will no longer be a fear of your own power. because I feel like this is part of it, right? And so, are you ready? Are you ready for it? I feel like you're already in it. You've been on this journey. And I feel like it's just amping up, right? Yeah, love it. Oops, there we are. Adventurous is my word for today. Sometimes it feels scary. Do the cards have some advice? It's interesting. As you say the word and I tap into you, there's this there's this idea or this perception, and let me know if this is true, that you think you have to leave people behind in order to do it. If I am adventurous, then I have to leave people behind. I have to leave my kids. I might have to leave my job. I might have to leave my husband, and I might have to leave them for a time, right? Or I might have to leave my house or my belongings. It's not even house and belongings, it's people. But there's an idea that if you leave or if you become adventurous, that you will have to leave things behind, which really is speaking to attachment. Yeah. Can you trust? Can you leap? Can you leap into, can you leap and shed the perception that you are actually leaving things behind? Can you let go of the idea of abandonment, the idea of, I don't know why the word extinction is coming in, let go of the idea of separation. So this attachment, I love what's happening for you is adventure is now activating within you the places where you are still attached to others in relationships. And so the 7 of Clubs is asking you to play with the idea of, who am I? Who am I if I am not the washer of the dishes and the washer of the clothes? Who am I if I am not the chef for dinner, for breakfast, for lunch? Who am I if I am not the mother who tells the kids what to do, the wife that tells the husband to shovel the snow? What if I am not that? Then who am I? And so these are the things that are holding you from having the adventure that you are desiring. And so in letting go of the attachment, you come into deeper connection to yourself with source, with your higher self. And so this adventurous is activating a shift within your own perception, within your own identification with yourself in the material world and with others, which allows for you to see the source that's of the source of all, the source that's flowing through all, the source of, a deeper commitment to yourself as source as you navigate this 3D landscape, so that you can go and adventure in the world, and to know that they can come with you or choose not to. Yeah. How does that feel for you? That's exciting. I feel like that is really exciting. Let's see. I feel really good. Yes. Yeah, Mesa, for sure. Last couple of days have been off. There's been a lot of things going through. Lori, I am too, Shelly. I'm excited for 2023. No more lover the past couple of months. And for some reason, tearful, missing him this morning, releasing I'd love cards, please. Absolutely. Yeah. And so, of course, like two of hearts. It's such an emotional day. And what I'm feeling is as you're feeling into him, as you're releasing more of the enmeshments. So as we connect with lovers, right, there's this connection, there's an enmeshment that happens at a cellular level. We ourselves are doing this right now as we are in this container. We're connecting and enmeshing at a cellular level. And as we are with those with lovers, we start to shift in our own consciousness when we are connected and bonded with one, where we can start to now feel their thoughts, we can feel their feelings, we can, part of their belief system starts to move in through our bodies, because it's a connection at a cellular level, right? It's how we connect with others. And so in this, there's this release that's happening for you, where you're releasing, shedding The consciousness, the ideas, the beliefs, those that have been connected to you are now releasing from your cells, bringing you back to you, right? And so it's just simply allowing the grief to flow through you. It's like the energy of today is helping to support that movement. And the mind is now being invited to shift in the meaning that you had given him in your life. It's funny, as I was tapping into this song, or tapping into the energy today from last night, the song that came in, and now I'm forgetting it, was Two of Hearts. Like, I'm dating myself. I think the song was from the 80s. Two of Hearts, I'm not going to sing. Two of Hearts, two hearts that beat as one. And it is that, it's this the idea of, oh, you make me whole, or you complete me, or I need you to fill me up with the things that I need to be done. Like, we do that with business partners as well, right? We do this in many relationships. And so this is what's falling away, including the meaning that he gave to you, where there may have been some unconscious beliefs of where he may have completed you, or where you now think you are alone, where now that he's not in your life, there's this separation, when really and truly there is no separation, right? Separation in the physical, yes, but not separation in the energetic schematics of it, right? So 10 of Hearts, interesting. So 10 of Hearts is this fulfillment of love. As you are creating this release, as the Two of Hearts is supporting you today in releasing this enmeshment, you're being invited to really tap into love, tap into the energy of love, and allow that love to flow through you, and to come back to it time and time again today, to help to flow this energy, to help to move it more quickly. The mind will come into alignment with you as you continue to release and allow this love that you are focused on to flow through you. And I feel like as this flows through you, like, it will happen quick, quick, quick. And so there's also this idea that's happening that I must grieve for a certain length of time, because if I don't grieve for a certain length of time, it means that the relationship didn't have meaning. It means that I didn't love him as much as I think I loved him. And so I'm a little bit confused that I'm not grieving as much as I should be grieving. And so that's wanting to shift as well, with the 10 of Hearts supporting that. And so you being in the energy of love, allowing that to flow through, will help this to happen quick, quick, quick for you. The mind will easily come in alignment with that. So it creates the flow. So the result of you bringing in the love is exactly that. The enmeshment falls away. The release continues to happen. It happens without you even having to really do anything. All you have to do is be with it and to love yourself through it. And it will create more flow. And I feel like you'll just receive some epiphanies, some distortions will start to rise up in how you experienced love, so that you can come into a deepening in how you want your next relationship to be, right? There's a shifting there that's happening for you. So, yeah, I love it. Okay. Theme: the relationship with my husband, feeling like we're on different paths. I'm celebrating his growth, and yet it feels like the bridge between us is widening. Okay. I'm feeling like, excuse me, I'm just moving energy. So I'm seeing the two of you, and two of you are moving up, like you're going up this hill and you're growing, right? Which is beautiful. You're growing, you're actually mirroring back to each other in the growth of it. But as you're growing and you're going higher and higher, yes, you're right. The pathway is widening, and the pathway is widening because there hasn't been a set intention with the two of you in this growth journey. And so there's an invitation to create and set an intention that as you are growing, are you willing to grow together in this relationship? And so what is the intention that you're wanting to experience with one another through this journey, right? And so the intention would be the bridge, because there would be a focus. In this growth that the both of you are having, you're letting go of the idea of what a relationship is supposed to be So I'm going to imagine as you came in to become married, be with one another, choose, vow, create a contract. The contract is now shifting, and both of you are realizing that the contract is shifting, but you're not creating an intention or a bridge as this falls away. And so that is, yep, Queen of Hearts. So as you're nurturing yourself, as you're nurturing the pathways, as you're nurturing him as you're loving him in his journey, the bridge is to also love an intention between the two of you, so that you can both have a focus as you come together. And it's very much like, as you come together, you will grow, and you will be, it will almost seem as though you're out of alignment with one another, but then you will converge to the bridge where you now set an intention in your growth and what you're wanting to experience in the relationship, so that you can come together, and that will create a further piece, a further growth journey, a widening. You may feel as though you're out of convergence again, but it will bring you back together. So there's this growth journey that's wanting to go like this. Because in this widening, it's where you're mirroring each other and coming to love each other more, where you're discovering, oh, this is the experience I'm wanting to have with you. I want more sex. I want more love. I want more connection. I want more time. I want dates. I want this. I want that, so that you can come back together to have that experience together. Then you start to grow a little bit more. You start to fine tune what you're wanting in your relationship, and you continue to move on that path. And so let an intention, fall in love with an intention, come together and communicate that with one another, take the lead with that, and allow yourself to receive as well. The Queen of Hearts is like, receive, receive. Receive the love that is there for you. Allow yourself to be with it. Allow yourself to receive fully the love that is here for you, and let go of the idea of how it's supposed to be. To imagine that love is everywhere, that he is love. And so if he is love, we spoke to this earlier, if he is love, then absolutely everything that he's doing is in the energy of love, which means everything around me is love. And am I receiving it? Right? And so in that, you take your love together higher. You bridge your love together higher. And so you're both on this journey of higher love, and now you're coming in together to create a bridge, an intention to what is higher love now that we come back together with this. And of course, it's always going to come back to, what do you want? Right? Like, what do you want? Do you want to come back into convergence with him? And if that's what you're wanting, and if that's what he's wanting, and you are both in agreement with that, create the bridge. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. I'm realizing that I could possibly do both music and a business online. Fun. I thought I had to choose where is the best place to focus on for 2023 to allow this, please and thank you. Okay. So when you think about the two, which one do you absolutely adore? Which one do you absolutely love? Eight of Spades. Yeah. So you have two of them, but I'm not sure. So I'm not sure where you are in your business and whether or not you do have a business. Right. So in this, it feels like you aren't tapped into a business yet. You're still in the playing places. You're in the awareness stage of, I want to have a business. Or maybe it could be feeling that your business is shifting. And so what I'm feeling is you want to bring it down to one focus. And so which is it that you want? Which is it that you love? Which is a true expression of you that you value and love so much? And go with that and move that out into the world and create a momentum with that. You want to bring this through the divine timing process where you have this awareness today of, oh my God, I could have music in my business. I want to have music as a business. And so I'm going to move through this journey of having music as a business so that I can create a business that has momentum, that has flow, that has people coming in, that has the things. Because if you have both, I'm not sure if I'm reading this correctly, but if you have both, you lose your focus on the one because one starts to create a distraction for you. And so have one, flow with the one, get that into momentum so that you can now call in the other piece and have it with you in that. So keep yourself from getting distracted with the other and to keep yourself from having that as a way to sabotage yourself from whatever it is that you're wanting to experience. Yeah. And so this is more of an inner work job. Like, what is it that you're feeling? What is it that's calling you? What is it that you're wanting to move out? What brings you joy? Move that out into the world so that you can start to see the result is the Two of Clubs, like to start to see the truth to see that you are capable, so that to see that you can do hard things, to see that you can build things, to see that you can create things, to see the power within you, to see that you are a creator. Yeah, I love that. So bring into alignment the one thing that's focused, the one thing that you want to focus, and move that through the journey, because that in itself will be a journey for you as you're creating your business. Yeah. Good morning, Francine. Yeah. Mesa. Yeah, that's a hard one for me. I will focus on forgiveness today. Thank you. You're welcome. Shelley, I feel a shift for you at the moment with the channel. Oh, well, that's not a question. Francine. All right. What is my energy for the beginning of the year? Oh, I feel like you are open and available for all, and that you are the chooser of the energy for the beginning of your year. Yeah. I mean, this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like there are all of these opportunities and possibilities that you see that are available to you. Oh, I can go work with a coach, or I can start a business, or I can go and I can go play in Numerology Junkies. I can go and I can become a channeler. I can go and I could learn quantum numerology. I can go and do this. I can go and do that. And in all of these possibilities that are available for you, what do you want? Where do you want to bring your focus? Because it's up to you to choose. All of these things are available to you, but they are not going to choose where you're going to direct your life for you. And so if you are willing to sit and to be with, what lights me up, what brings me joy, what do I love learning or playing with or doing, and I feel like it's channeling. I'm not sure if that could be true. But do I want to move that out into the world? Do I want to do more channeling? Do I want to play with more people in that way? Do I want to call people in to play with energy, to have these conversations, to deep dive? Am I wanting to learn how to channel? Am I wanting to learn how to channel with numerology? Am I wanting to play with that? Where am I wanting to focus my energy? Where am I going? Because in that you start to play, you start to see, you start to experience life. Like life starts to show you where you can be the channel, where you can go learn about channeling, where you can go learn about numerology. But you need to focus your energy so that you can direct the divine to show you where it is that you are going to go, what your next step is. Yeah. So you choose so that you can allow the divine to come and play with you and to show you, oh, take channeling with this teacher. Oh, quantum numerology with this teacher. Oh, go work with this person. Yeah. It's like the world is your oyster. You get to play, but you are the chooser of it. Yeah. Yay, you're welcome. Yeah, Lori. Oh, Samantha, that song has been playing in your head? Oh my God, I am just connected to you. Yeah. I'm just reading your message, Samantha. All right. Fiona, I haven't started a business yet. I love music so much. Right. And so if music is your business, now I'm understanding your message. If music is your business, put your music business out. Go do it. Like, that's exciting and fun. Right. But you are the chooser. So you direct the focus. Okay. What is the energy I'm attracting in the year of the white owl? Ooh. Ooh, that feels so wise. I feel like you are being inspired. Like, as I feel into your energy, I see all of these spades just coming. I don't know if you know anything about numerology, but spades is all about higher teachings, higher awareness, higher perspectives. It's journeying. I don't know if that feels like shamanic, but yeah. You're inviting in mastery with love. Mastery. You are being invited to lead with love. And so you are being invited to journey in whatever way you desire, but to imagine, if I were to lead my life in love, if I were to love myself so much, if I were to anchor into the idea, the very idea that I am love, then how would my life change? If I saw everything as love, if I decided that my intention was to have love unfold for me with each step that I take, what would my journey be? What would I be letting go? What beliefs would be shattered? What distortions would be cleared? What would that mean for me and those around me in my life? Wow. Oh, God. And the result is the Three of Clubs. So as I'm seeing this, it's like there's this documentation that's happening in your journey to love. And so the documentation can be journaling, it can be writing, it can be a blog, it can be doing YouTube videos, it can be sharing that with your community, it can be all of those things. But it shows the result is not only just the expression of that, but your expression will be different. Your communication will be different. How you express yourself in the world, whether that's clothing, expression, face, features, body, words, energy is going to be different. And yeah, like, that's exciting. That's really exciting. Keep us up to date with that. Oh, I'm overtime, but I will go. I will keep going. Yeah, it is beautiful, Lauren. All right. If there's time, I would love a card. I would love some direction with next steps for myself. Yeah. I don't know if you have a business, but it feels like you're going through an internal journey right now, an experience that is with your family, with your love, with your family home, and you're trying to direct your energy. You're trying to focus on your business and allow your business or career to be your distraction, and that's actually keeping you stuck. And so there's an invitation for you to just be with the energy that's trying to flow and release through you. There's a lot of enmeshment energy that's wanting to just be released, whether that's through grief or emotion or, well, any emotion, of course. but that's wanting to just release from you. I especially feel it in your creative center. And so an invitation to just be with it, and to allow that to flow rather than trying to put something ahead of it so that you can focus it. Because now you're just stuffing it down. That energy that is within you won't release until you allow it to flow. And so what you're actually creating is more hardship for you in your physical world, because you are very aware, you are very intuitive, you are, I want to say, you are a healer, you know these things. And so the integrity aspect of that is that the more that you hold that in, the more you disregard what's happening within you that's wanting to release, the more you create physical impact in your life that creates the chaos that you're seeing around you. And so to take moments through your day to allow for that to release, to allow yourself to grieve, to allow yourself to be with it, and to nurture yourself through it. I feel like there's this slowing down, but your mind wants to do this. You got to talk to the lawyer, got to get this paperwork signed, got to get that, got to go to the court, got to go this, got to do this business, got to do that, got to do this, when you're being invited to stop and slow and be. That you can, in fact, get all of these things that are around you done, but it's your ego that's wanting to get all of these done because it's control. It's trying to control your experience out here because you're not feeling in control here within you. And so by releasing this energy here, it will allow for you to work with this much more quickly, much more meticulously, because you won't be distracted. You'll be whole body as you do it. And so yeah, so much turbulence. So the willingness to just be with the energy, be with yourself, love and nurture yourself, and allow this to shift, to move, to release, to create space. Because as this energy releases from the body, the mind releases the stories that are trapped in the brain. The meaning that you've given to this life that was is wanting to release, to create space for what you want to create. And so how you're seeing your life right now is like, I'm seeing it through the lens of distortion, like through the lens of tears, which is creating a distortion. And so it's almost like, it's almost like driving while you're crying, while you're like really crying, like you can hardly breathe, but you're driving. That's dangerous. You shouldn't be doing that. And so it's like, this is what's happening for you. And because you're crying, and you're trying to drive fast to get to your destination, you can't see all of the things that are actually available for you, all of the support that's here for you, all of the love that's here for you. And so to just stop and take stock of you, will allow for this to move so much more quickly for you. Yeah. And I can hear you, but what about time? It's going to take time. No, but what if it didn't take any time? What if you being with you actually made it faster for it just to move through, right? There is no meaning to this energy. You're giving the meaning to the energy, right? Yeah. And so just let the energy flow. Let the energy go. And let it take away, let it wash away. The tears are just wanting to wash it away. Tears are the fastest way to detox the body. And so you're changing on a cellular level, and your mind is catching up. And so just allowing that to happen for you. And in doing that, you start to see the truth. You start to see the truth of who you are. You start to see the truth of what you're actually wanting. You start to see what it is that you're wanting to experience. You let go of the shoulda, coulda, wouldas in that, because I can hear a lot of blame and a lot of self-shame that's happening in this. And so in the seeing of the truth and in the releasing of the energy that's holding all of this stuff with you, it starts to just go. It's like the dam being broken open to just go. I did brain game and so much self-work this year, so much to shift. Absolutely. Yeah. And so now is the time to integrate, and integration times it comes with just being with oneself. Allow yourself to be. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Shelley. All right. I would love a card for energy to tap into tomorrow to support my intentions of a divine, beautiful experience with my love interest. Martha, what's going on? Ooh, fun. Okay. Martha, I don't even have to pull a card. I just see 2 of clubs, but I'm going to pull a card anyway. Oh, I can feel your excitement. Damn, it's not the 2 of clubs, 10 of diamonds. Okay, so, it's interesting. So as I see you in this experience, I see this like, it's like a chateau. Like it's like a chateau, so it feels like a chateau. It's like this beautiful space. There's this beautiful space that's there. Like it's gorgeous and it's pristine and it's clean and it's romantic and there's candlelight and there's beauty all around you, and there you are and you're just gliding in, graceful and beautiful. And as you're observing all of this physical manifestation of your creation, it's like owning it. Like, yeah, I created this. This is my upgrade. This is my life. This is how I intend my life to be. This is a reflection of my value to myself, my relationship to myself. Because as you're experiencing this lap of luxury, I don't see the guy in the picture in this moment, right? And so as you are in this space, you are feeling it and you are witnessing it and you are observing it, you are being it, you are with it, you are one with it. Like, it's divine. It's beautiful. And now as this gentleman walks in, for some reason I see him topless, but anyways, so as this man is walking in, you start to notice this manifestation of yours, this creation of a relationship that you have, and you get to observe, you get to witness, you get to see, does he match what I have called in? Does he match the energy? Does he match the value? Is he a reflection of what I have been putting out into the world? And then you play. And so it's bringing this top of mind as you play, so that you can come and you can see. I feel like in doing that, you're going to receive a lot of information, right? It's almost like you are playing the observer as you observe how you relate with another person, another human, another man, love interest, right? And as you are observing it, it's like your observer is going to be like, yep, that, yep, like that. No, not that. Oh, no, not that. Oh, no, not that. Oh, but this, yes, yes, yes. And so you're gonna. It's not that you have a checklist, but you'll have this better idea of what it is that you're calling in. It's possible he is the one. It's possible he's not. And so in this, it gives you a beautiful idea of more of what you're wanting to experience. So it's almost like, yeah, more of that. I'd like more gravy. Give me more ketchup, some more mayo. Get me more this. And not that you're playing with food, but you know what I mean? Like, get me more of this. I love more of this. I want to create more of this. Yes, please. And the other things are like, I could live with that. But that's a non-negotiable kind of energy. So it feels really fun. Oh my God. It's back to you. Exactly. I love it. All right. He will be topless. Awesome. All right. I think that I got everyone today. I'm going to give it a minute. Let me know if I didn't pull a card for you and you asked for one. This was fun. I don't know if Carla's still on here. Carla's still on here. I'm inviting you in. But I'll just give it a couple more minutes. So while we're here, share with me, what do you guys have going on for New Year's? I think we're going to have a quiet New Year's. Yeah, nothing big this year. What about you guys? What do you have planned? How are you ringing in 2023, the year of the leap, the year of faith and trust? All right. You hopped on super late. You did. I'm going to invite you to go back to the beginning because we played with a physical experience, Janine. But if you have a question, I will pull. I'm going over, but this is a lot of fun for me. I enjoy this. So, tapping in. What question do you have? Let me hide that current. Ooh, Janine had a massive shift last night. Awesome. Stephanie, quiet and at home, I think. Yeah, me too. Okay, I'm going to give it another minute to post your questions. And if not, I'm going to end the call with a Happy New Year. Happy 2023. I'm excited for all of us. We have a lot of shifts that are going to be happening next year. There are going to be leaps. It's going to be leaps and bounds, but we're all going to be grateful for it. And so I'm excited. Okay, let's see. Big emotional release and landed into a new depth of understanding what it means to choose me. Yay. I love that. That's amazing. All right, so let's see. Let's just pull a card to see what the result of that is for you, Janine. All right. Two of Hearts. Two of Hearts is today. Today's energy. And so again, I'm going to invite you to go back to the beginning to see how we played with the Two of Hearts with our bodies. And so Two of Hearts, as you continue to move forward, allow yourself to be in this clean slate, to imagine that, to allow yourself to let others off the hook and how you've given meaning to them, i.e., I gave meaning to my husband. When he was my husband, he meant this. Now he is my ex-husband. And now that he is my ex-husband, he means this. And so it's releasing, unhooking the meaning that you've given to these people in your life. And it's not just, the men in your life, but same with your children, same with you yourself, how the aspects of you that you've given meaning to. What am I? Who am I? If I'm not washing the dishes, who am I? If I'm not washing my kids' clothes, who am I in all of these things, so that you can start to see a true mirroring of who you are. Yeah, true mirroring back to you. And so this can be with forgiveness. This can be through journaling, but you're wanting to release them, let them off the hook, coming into that space of gratitude so that you can perceive them differently and allow the epiphanies to come in. And so I love this as a result for you. I love that there's going to be a clarity in how you see you that's happening. And that is absolutely exciting. All right. Well, thank you so much. Happy New Year to all of you. You will be quiet at home, but dancing and movement for sure. I love that. It was so nice to meet you, Lauren. Thank you so much for joining us live. Thank you all. Happy New Year. Happy 2023. I love all of you. Thank you for joining me here and on the replay. And I will see you in the spaces. I might see some of you later on tonight for the sanctuary. And yeah, I will see you in the spaces. And if I don't, I will see you in the new year. So much love. Bye for now.